What is up, you guys? This is Spidey1997, and today we're finally going to be taking a look at the new Transformers War for Cybertron. You have the new Siege line, and this is the leader class, Ultra Magnus. And I gotta say, guys, this is a freaking awesome figure for this leader class. Probably one of my favorite leader class Siege figure from this wave. So before we take a look at the figure, let's take a quick look, I can't even talk. Let's take a quick look at the packaging like we always do. So here's the packaging, very big of course, because it is the leader class size. You got Ultra Magnus, Siege, War for Cybertron. A very nice picture of Ultra Magnus looking really cool. Nice paint, artwork right there. I almost said paint artwork. But got the prototype of the figure, of course. Got basically a white version of Optimus. Kind of cool. You got his vehicle mode with the trailer, of course. You got leader class Shockwave. Yeah, leader class Shockwave. Should be a Voyager, but it's okay. But still, very nice. You got the top, nothing. Autobot logo, Transformers, and nothing at the bottom. And that's basically it for the packaging. Now, figure itself, accessories. He comes with a pretty good amount of accessories, I must say. But let me just move the camera down so you guys can get a better look of the figure in vehicle mode. So first, he comes with these black guns. They're just basically these molded black guns, which look very nice. You got some silver paint right there, but very nice. Not a lot of detail, just molded black, like I said, but a lot of details, which is nice. So, and the other side is pretty hollow, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. Same thing on this other side right here. You basically have the same gun, just molded black, of course, and hollow on the other side. So he has two black guns, and he has these missiles right here, which will peg into the shoulder in robot mode, of course. Got some nice. Are these painted red? Are these? I think the red are painted, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think they are. Well, I don't know, but I'm gonna say they're painted. But you got molded white plastic, of course. A lot of details on the other side, hollow, of course. I hate when they do that. I kind of wish they could just fill the whole thing in. Just cause on the other side you can see it's full, and then the other side's hollow, which looks really ugly, which kind of sucks. But whatever. It is what it is. And last but not least, he has the silver gun right here. At least this gun is painted silver. I don't know if this is supposed to be hollow or that's just the detail of the gun or the weapon, but very nice. I do like the way this weapon looks. Very nice painted silver, of course. Another thing I will say is you can do is these things that come with like blast effects. I forgot the character's name, but you can peg these in if you want. You can see it does fit, so you can have like a blast effect, which is pretty dope. I will say I do like that, so I might keep that and do that instead. So that looks pretty cool. So yeah, so that's weapon itself. Now vehicle mode, got this, of course, a lot of details, blue plastic, silver paint on the rims on the other side. My only gripe with this is there's a lot of space right here. I'm not a big fan of that, but whatever, it is what it is. You can see the top right here, very nice. Here's the back, the other side, the bottom, and yeah, he looks really cool. And I will say the weight, he has a little bit of weight to him, so that's nice. So I do like that. You got some nice translucent blue plastic right here on the windows, or the windshields, I should say. Got some details right here. You got some yellow paint for the headlights. You can see the gray part right here where the head comes out. Blue paint. Got some worn silver dry brush, I guess, to make it look, I guess, bad or damaged or something. You can see some. I don't know if these are headlights or guns. So I'm gonna say they look like guns because they look like something they could shoot from. But still very nice. You got some nice Autobot logo right there. You got a hole right here. Nothing other than else. Just basically a white truck with some blue right there. So very nice. So that's basically it for vehicle mode. You can see a little bit of his head right there, but that's okay. It's very well hidden. So yeah. So starting off to transform this guy is what I like to do is just come up here. You can see these clips right here. You gotta untab this gently because these are very tight clips. So just be gentle with those. So just clip that out. And then these, you can see there's a clip right here that I got. They're clipped to this white piece right here. You're just gonna untab that like so. And these gray piece right here grooves into these between the legs, so just like that. So you just do that, separate that, there you go. So that's basically it for that side. And of course, just let me take these out, because these are the ones, I don't know why, but I was transforming this off camera a lot, and I always forget to take these out. So just these are important because these become his arms, or the forearms I should say. But just leave that aside. We're going to transform him into the white Optimus first. So what we're going to do is separate the legs, bring these down, bring that down. And before we put the arms in, you just want to take this whole chest piece right here, fold that head up, bring that down like so, rotate this side, and bring the arms in like that. And you can see there's a peg right there. They're going to clip in that hole right there. So just tab that in, and this was like that, so just bring this down, rotate this crotch piece and bring that down, and that will become his waist piece. And then what you do is you just fold this piece up by the spine, I guess, fold that up, and then you're going to push the whole chest piece in, push it in like that, and then fold the heel spurs out so it doesn't fall over a lot. And there you go. It's basically a white version of Optimus Prime, and I know it's not Optimus, but I'm just saying it's a white version of Optimus because it does look identical to Optimus. And if you want, you can hold him, make him hold the weapon if you want. So yeah, very nice. I do like the way this guy looks. I will say the backpack is kind of too bulky, but yeah, it's in the back, so at least it's in the back. So very nice. I do like that. So articulation wise, well, you know what, before we do articulation, let's just take a closer look at the head sculpt. It does look similar to Optimus, of course. You got the Autobot logo on the shoulders, got the false or the fake pipes, of course, or smokestacks I should say. His hand, of course. He does have the worn look on his thighs right here. It kind of looks kind of crappy, to be honest, but still, whatever. And here's the back, of course. My camera is not focusing today, don't know why. Got some metallic blue paint right here on the crotch piece right here. So yeah, and let me give you a quick size comparison before I forget. So let's leave this guy aside and let me bring in the Optimus Prime figure. Here's Optimus next to him, and of course you can see how identical they look with each other. I thought this was just going to be a repaint of this guy, but no, they completely redid the figure, or the mold I should say. So this is not just a repaint of this guy. So I'm really glad that they didn't do that. You know, I would have been okay with it, but I'm actually glad they did it with a new sculpt. So that I will say I like. So, and you can see I have another blaster right here. I did buy like multiple of those because I just wanted to use the blast effect for the weapon. So I kind of dig these. So I just decided to grab a couple. Yeah. So yeah, so that's basically it. You can see translucent on the chest piece right here. And yeah, just basically a white Optimus Prime figure. So articulation wise, head can look down that far, up that far, side to side. Arms can go all the way around. His arms can go out that far out, which is nice. He does have a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow. He does have a wrist swivel, which is nice. No hinge, of course. He does have a waist swivel, of course, because of transformation. His legs can go out kick forward that forward. You can hear that ratchet joint. Can kick back that far. Can do the split about that much. So he can do a full split if you want. He does have a thigh swivel, which is on a mushroom peg right here. He does have a single, barely, I wish I could bend more, but single dreaded knees. His feet can't really go up and down, but they just pivot. So he does have ankle pivot, which is nice. So I do like that. So fold these heels back, where we're going to put him back into his armor piece, where we'll form as Ultra Magnus. So let's leave it on. Before I forget, I'm just going to fold this in here, and let's do this too. So I always forget this part. I don't know why, but this is why you have to like keep transforming him just to get. So just bring that piece down, slide that down, and that will become the butt. Okay, and then just come up here and bring this whole chest piece down, which is really tight on mine. Don't know why. There you go. Fold the head down like that, and then clip that back in. Okay. So there you go. And of course, do what I showed you earlier is just bring this forward, back like that, and just make sure you hear that snap so you know when to stop. So yeah, so of course bring what I showed you earlier too is that was rotate, so that was the Optimus crotch piece, and or not Optimus but the white version of Optimus, and then rotate this piece and that will become Ultra Magnus's waist piece. So leave that aside. So we're gonna leave this guy aside and start taking these guys apart. So what I like to do is come up here and just snap this out like that. These, you can see there's a groove right there. Just snap that out like that. That'll come out. And these will come out too. Separate that. And just do that like so. Okay. And now these will become the legs. So fold this piece in, fold that piece in, fold that piece in, and you can see there's a tab right here. They're gonna go into the groove right here. So just tab that in like that, and that will become the right leg for Ultra Magnus. Same thing on the other side. Fold that down, fold this down, fold that, tab these in. Okay, and then this of course will become the chest piece, so we're gonna leave that aside. And these are what, the shoulder piece. So yeah, these are, I'm just making sure I'm getting the right side. Okay, so I think these are the side for this, and then we're gonna open this, and this will become the forearms for Ultra Magnus, like that. Okay. So starting off, I like to start with the forearm. So what I like to do, you can see there's a peg right there, or a hole right there, and these pegs are gonna go inside that piece. So just tab that in, bring that around, and then tab these around, and that will become the forearms for Ultra Magnus. Same thing on the other side, slide it in, rotate this piece around, and tab this in. Okay. And then for the shoulder piece, there's a groove where these smokestacks are gonna groove in right here. So just slide that in like that, and these gray piece right here, you're just gonna fold these up like that, and that will hold those in place like that. Same thing on the other side. Bring this in, just fold these in like that, fold this gray piece up, and that will snap in to hold that in place. Okay, next up, you're gonna grab these piece in and bring the legs in, and these clip right here are gonna go into these groove right there, and this tab is gonna go into this hole right here. So there you go. Just tab these in like so, push it in, just give it a little squeeze, make sure everything's tabbed nice in place. Same thing on this side as well. He is pretty bulky, so I do apologize if I can't get all this in frame. Having troubles, I don't know why. There you go. Slide that in, push it in, tab it in. And there you go. There's his legs pretty much all done. And we're almost done. Now we gotta do the chest piece. Now, the chest piece itself, these are clipped right here. They're gonna clip on the spine piece right here. So you're just gonna push this in. Make sure you got it clipped in. So just once you, no, I didn't snap that. So what I like to do is I just grab it here and just snap it in like that. And then these piece groove right there, they're gonna groove into this piece, and it's so dark, I don't know why. But you can see right there, that's gonna groove into that piece right there. And last but not least, you bring this whole piece down, and these tabs right here are gonna go into this peg or hole right there on the waist piece. So just bring that down and tab these in. Oh, I almost forgot. Well, I did forget, but you don't want to leave this piece out, so you just want to fold this piece in and clip it in like that. And then you bring this down and tab this in like so. And there you go. There you have Ultra Magnus complete and all his glory in robot mode. And before I forget, let me put the missiles. So the missiles, you can do whatever side you want, but usually this side I like to make sure this is pointed up. So there's a peg right here that's gonna go into the hole, or yeah, the hole right there. So just tab that in, and I'll give him his shoulder missiles, I guess, and just tab that in. Okay, and for these guns, I just like to do is just bring these down and then clip these in like that, like it's in vehicle mode. So there's two pegs, so I don't know which way you can put it. If you want, you can shoot it out of his leg and put it on this peg like that, and you can shoot out, but it looks kind of retarded. So what I like to do is just use the other peg and just put it in like that, and just tab that in. And then last but not least, if you want, you can hold the gun. And there you go. There is Ultra Magnus complete and all bulked up and armored up and very nice looking and very G1 looking, I will say. But yeah, man, wow, this is just a gorgeous figure. Very nice representation of the way he looks. Yeah, very bulky. A lot of weight to him. He's not heavy, but I will say the plastic does feel a little bit better on this guy, just because of all the pieces that you have to put on him. So I do appreciate it when Hasbro and Takara Tomy gives us that option. But very nice. You can take a look closer. Let's take a closer look at that head sculpt, man. Wow. And I can't even speak because of how good this figure is, man. Wow. You can see he has some baby blue paint for his eyes, which is nice. Some silver paint on the face, on the antennas, which is nice. If you want to check the back, here's the back. He basically has a bumper butt. Yeah, kind of looks weird, but whatever. So that's cool. If you don't want him holding the gun, there is a hole right here that thought there was a tab, but you can do this if you want. If you don't want him holding the gun, you can leave it up like that, leave it down, however you want. And I just untap everything, and this tabs in very nicely in. So let me show you the articulation when he's in I can't even speak. All armored up. His arms can go out that far, can go all the way around, which is nice. Does have a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow. Wrist still works, so it does swivel. He does have a waist swivel, which is nice. His head, did I show the head articulation? But his head can look down that far, up that far, side to side. He does kind of have a head pivot, which is nice. Waist swivel, of course, but like I said, leg can kick out that far forward, can kick back that far forward, but it's blocked by this piece. He can do the split about, yeah, he can do a full split, which is nice. He does have a thigh swivel. Knee bends a little bit, but because of that bulkiness on his legs, it's kind of hard. And then his feet don't go up and down, but he does have ankle pivot, which is awesome for a big guy like this guy. So yeah, so let me give you a quick size comparison with all the Autobots that I have so far for the Siege line. So let me just leave Ultra Magnus right here. So let me bring in Optimus. And we have Hound. We have Cog. And we have Sideswipe and Prow. So it's hard to get everyone in frame, but there you go. That is all the Autobots that I have. And let me move the camera and just look how awesome they look together. Very, very nice. I'm really, really liking this line. Probably one of my favorite lines for Transformers. Hands down. One of my favorite lines for Transformers. I'm still looking for Ironhide, so I'm really looking forward to that Ironhide. I've heard a lot of good reviews about that figure, so I'm really can't wait to get that guy in hand. So yeah. So there you go, guys. So do I recommend this guy? Absolutely, 100%. If you guys see this guy, get him, because he will go off the shelf immediately. And I know a lot of people want this guy in their collection. So yeah, so that is all I have to say, guys. So please comment, subscribe. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you really enjoyed this video. And this is Spidey1997 signing out, and have a great day. Thanks for watching, guys.